Hello, everybody. We are three trainers in a course, and we are happy to be invited by Spasha Neskoshka from Macedonia, who is giving this e-twinning learning event to introduce our course, How to Make Your School More International. I am Ludo Matheusen, and Jan is there as well.
Hello, I'm Jan Horman. I'm looking forward to cooperating on this video.
And there is Frans. Hello, Frans.
Hello, my name is Frans Schmitz, and I'm happy to tell you a little bit about this course.
Okay, thank you. We are using Zoom, and I will start sharing the screen so that you can follow information on the PowerPoint. So I hope everybody can see this. So this is the website of the course, and a few words about myself. So I started as a teacher in history, and I established a network of many schools. It still exists. I've been in-service teacher trainer, and my expertise was especially school policy plan. I've been a chairperson of an international association in the Netherlands, still sharing UMind, that means a project with schools in India, and I am partner in Euneos, and Euneos is the course leader for these courses. And this is Frans.
Well, as you see, I started my career in education as a teacher of biology. At the end of my career, I was headmaster of Udens College, a very big school for secondary education in the Netherlands, with pupils from lower vocational till pre-university. Internationalization is one of my hobbies, and I'm still advisor for the Dutch National Agency for ELOS schools.
Thank you, Frans. And Jan?
Okay, I've been teaching English for 44 years, and I also worked as a team leader, and I not only taught English but also computer science. I've been a coach at our college for international year students, and from 2008 I've been an international coordinator at our college, and I worked on several e-twinning projects, two Comenius projects, a number of Erasmus projects, and at the moment I'm still a trainer at the Euneos course. I study Chinese, and I also advise people as independent school internationalization specialist, and in my free time I'm a UMind international coordinator for Values 16 project.
Thank you, Jan. Thank you, Frans. So, how is the design of the course? Frans, can you explain a little bit?
Well, during the week of the course, there are a lot of topics about internationalization. One of the most important things when you start with international activities is that that you have a structure in your school and a school policy plan on internationalization is very important. Then you have international coordinators. What have they to do? What are the competences they need? We are talking about e-twinning, global projects. Very important at the moment, Erasmus Plus activities. How can you set up a partnership? How can you apply successfully? How can you use video conferences? And a very interesting part of the course always, intercultural communication. The most difficult topic of the course is how to develop European and international dimension in the curriculum. That's my part there.
Thank you, Frans. And what about methodology, Jan?
Right, for all the subjects that Frans mentioned just now, there are actually 3 steps. The first is that either Ludo, Frans, or I give a presentation or a lecture about the subject in which there is some interaction with the people who are in the audience. Then the experiences with the subject are shared by all the participants in discussions or in other forms of work. And finally, with all the information, the participants produce some intellectual outputs, like, for instance, a policy plan or a complete plan for an e-twinning project, or the beginning of a KA1 or KA2 project.
Thank you, Jan. And what about outputs, Frans?
Well, that's almost the same as Jan told before. At the end of the course, it's possible that you have found partners for an e-twinning project, that you have learned to write a key action 2 application, that you start with the writing of a policy plan on internationalization for your school, that you have a beginning of European and international orientation, EO, and starting with a continuous learning line about internationalization in your school, and the beginning of project plans for partnerships with other schools all over Europe, all over the world.
Thank you. So we offer also post-course support. So sometimes we have video conferencing, Zoom sessions, and for example, after the course in Oliveira of 2 weeks ago, we had 3 or 4 groups, partnerships, starting with the Key Action 2 application. So if you can, as you can read here, we have a real elaborated timeline to support the schools by organizing Zoom sessions, by giving feedback to a draft of the application in November, December, and in February. So you are not alone when you go home after the course. We will support you. A few impressions, Frans?
Well, as Ludo said, 2 weeks ago we were in Oliveira near Porto, and you see that there were a lot of participants in Oliveira. The picture at the left and right, of course, a picture of Porto. Below, you see Ludo with some of the participants at the topic intercultural differences and intercultural competences. Right below, it's myself, as we were talking about the use of video during projects and so on. And in the middle below, at the end of the week, one of the Portuguese participants told about what she learned during this week, the evaluation.
Thank you. Here are a few impressions of the course in Benalmádena, and all participants of the e-twinning learning event will recognize Spasha, who is there on the table, on the left, on the picture on the left. And so we also ask participants during short evaluation sessions to write their reflections, as you can see on the sheet on the right. So, and Jan will give a few comments on the evaluation, because at the end of the week we ask the participants to fill in an evaluation online.
Okay, well, first of all, of course, there was a general mark, and we were very, very impressed by it, because a lot of people thought that we were very good, so they marked us with a 9. Of course, the average was very, very high for this course, and we were very pleased by that, because our participants evaluated it very highly. the question whether these courses, this course leads to an establishing a partnership or with relations with the school was also considered very, very significant, because a lot of people believed that after the course they would be having at least one or two partners and probably a few exchanges with other schools. So again, you see that the impact was very high and even very significant. Okay, on the to the question, the course motivated you to carry on developing the professional skills. A lot of the participants were convinced that they were going to have a lot of work to be done on being a good international player, you might say, in the internationalization of their schools.
Okay, and I think we can be very happy with the outcomes of this evaluation. So, are you interested in such a course? You can find information on the website. I will go there in a while. The application deadline is now already at the beginning of February 2016. I stop share to be able to go to the website. So this is the website of Euneos courses, and I am here, application and billing, contact us. So if you want to apply for an Erasmus plus Key Action 1, you find information here. Mid-November we will publish the link for enlisting in the course. That doesn't mean that you are already registered, just enlisting. And if you have enlisted, then we will send you an information on how to fill in your application. So we will support you very in a very elaborated way to help you to fill in that application form. So you find all information here, and I thank Spasha for inviting us to introduce the course, and I thank Jan and Frans to be with me to make this short video using Zoom. So we say goodbye and maybe
Bye.
each other in a course of Euneos. Okay, good luck.